Hi everybody, my name is Deborah Moore and I'm one of the reference librarians here at Cerritos College, and I wanted to introduce you to some of the resources that you can use when you're working on your research paper. So the first thing you always want to do is go to the library homepage. The easiest way to get here is to get to the college page, which is www.cerritos.edu, and then just click this link to the library and you'll be back at our page. In the middle, we always have this book river running. It changes. Sometimes it has a theme. Sometimes it's just the newest books that we've purchased. On the left, you'll find a link to reserves, which is where you could find your textbooks. And here is a link to the research databases, which I'm going to talk about in a different video, but you'll definitely want to use those to look for articles for your papers. And over here, you see a link to research guides. In this video, I want to talk to you about those a little bit. Research guides are collections of information on a topic that the librarians have put together. We don't have guides about every single topic you might do, but we do have quite a few, so you might be able to find one that helps you out. You could either browse through these big topics if you wanted, or you can search. So if you wanted to do a paper on social media, if you enter social media into this box and hit enter, it ends up you do find a guide. So if you are interested in this, if you just click on it, it will put you into the guide. All our guides have about the same shape. There's sort of an introductory page. If we're having a class come in that has their actual assignment over here sometimes. And then under Understand Your Topic, these are more background kind of sources. Sometimes encyclopedias. Opposing Viewpoints has essays in it that take a point of view. They try to give you arguments on each side of an issue. So if you're looking up gun control, you'll find some essays in favor of gun control and some essays against gun control. And Issues and Controversies is very similar. And then if you go over to find books, we just talk a little bit about how to find books, and I'll also cover that in another video. And we also give you some books that are related to the topic of the guide. So these are some things we thought would help with the social media topic. And if you were interested in them, you want to get this call number and then go look for it in the library stacks. So you can see here, we have quite a list on this one. Sometimes you'll even see electronic books in the list. Under the Find Articles tab, you will find databases recommended that we think are best for the topic of the guide. So for social media, we're recommending these different databases. And I'll talk about searching the databases in another video later. We have maybe 70 databases, and that's so many for you to have to go through. In the guides, we just pick out the ones we think are best for a particular topic. So that's an advantage to using a guide, is that it'll sort of break it down for you. It is possible to also go to the database page and see all of them. So here's a link to the database page. And if you go there, you can see the whole list in an alphabetical order of all our databases. And you can also go to this Databases by Subject tab, and then we try to break it down for you in sort of broad topics. So if you're working on a literature paper, if you click Literature, these are the best databases for a literature search. Sometimes we've broken it up even by types of things. So if you're interested in just getting newspapers and magazines, if you click that, we give you a list of all the places you can get newspapers and magazines. Okay. So that's if you go to the full list. If you stay in the guide, you can just use the databases that we recommended. So I'll go back to my guide here. And so here are the ones that we thought were best. Again, I'll do the actual searching in another video. Then sometimes we've recommended websites, even though we really think it's best for you to use our databases as far as making sure that you're getting credible information. But sometimes we recommend some websites that we think might help you. And I want to point out this MLA 8 here, we try to help you with citing your sources. So this is a guide to MLA style. There's a sample MLA paper, um, a link out to Purdue's OWL site, and then down here there are actual samples. Okay, so if you have a book with one author, we give you the generic version of the citation and then what it would look like if you did it for an actual book. And so we have a variety of different types. A book with two authors, an electronic book from the web, an article in a reference book. You'll see many different kinds. So you just scroll down till you see the kind of sample that you need. So this is one way to get some help with doing your citations. I'm sure that your professor has also given you some guidance about that. And this tab just has some information about the library if you're ever interested. So I'm going to end this video here, and then I will do a couple more videos about finding books and finding articles. Talk to you later.